it comes down to more of who's more confident just to ask the question.
Welcome back, guys. Episode 2. I'm with Vimal, Prajapati. Thank you for meeting with me.
Absolutely.
I really enjoy what you've done. You've been a great mentor to me throughout my whole course of entrepreneurship. And so for someone who doesn't know anything about P3 as a company, how would you describe it?
So first off, thanks for having me again. So P3 is a company that we design, develop, and distribute different consumer products that go into retail and also online distribution. So we develop a bunch of different brands. We sell them online through our different e-commerce channels like Amazon, eBay, Buy.com. We're launching a brand new daily deal site right now called DealArmy.com too. And then we also develop some of our own different private labels of varying products. One of our flagship ones is a line of mobile accessories that we launched about 2.5 years ago called Smart Cell. So that's all of your core Apple certified and Android accessories for your phone.
And with the e-commerce side of it, there's a huge swing from retail stores are kind of getting an old theme, and e-commerce is getting a really new theme.
Yeah.
What is e-commerce in your eyes, and how big can it actually get?
Oh yeah, and I mean it's massive already, obviously, and you can see all the stuff in the news currently with tons of brick and mortar places closing down or filing bankruptcy. The nice thing about e-commerce, I think customers in general are looking for stuff very fast, and they want it cheap. The fact that you can do a lot of this online and ship products to customers' door directly, you're taking out so many other layers so that manufacturers can now go direct to the customer.
Right.
So I think that's going to be the big shift of how do you create value for customers going forward, but giving them that opportunity at creating value at good pricing.
Right. An article from Inc.com said it was that 51% of American entrepreneurs graduated and got a degree. That leaves another half that have without the degree.
Yeah.
What is your opinion of young entrepreneurs, with the skyrocketing tuition? What's the school system like, and what's the difference between getting a degree versus not seeking one at all with an entrepreneur?
I think education's good from the standpoint that it's going to teach you the basics of how to learn, and you're going to get a lot of your basic skills and stuff in place too. But it also provides an environment that I look back and you realize that you can take advantage of so much more when you're in that environment too. I mean, the fact that you have so many seasoned folks that are looking to mentor you as you springboard into your life as well. What I said earlier, asking a ton of questions. You're in a great environment where you've got people that have been there and done that, and they're in that education system too. And I'm speaking specifically about like high school and college.
Right, yeah.
But college is like an amazing ecosystem just for that, because you've got a lot of folks that are there that can help and guide you the right way. You just got to go out there and ask for that help.
Right. And you mentioned asking a lot of questions. Do you believe in the term of there's no such thing as asking a stupid question?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, the more questions that you can ask, because everyone constantly says right after they make that statement that somebody else in this room is thinking that question, so make sure you ask it. And it's true, because if you don't ask it, I can promise you that there's somebody else in that room that has that question that feels the exact same way that you do. And it comes down to more of who's more confident just to ask the question. It's not really if it is a stupid question, it's just who's got the confidence to raise their hand just to hear their voice in a room is really what it comes down to.
Yeah, I know, totally.
A friend of mine actually says he wants to be better tomorrow than he is. So he's always working towards progress. He wants to be better tomorrow than he is today, or better today than he was yesterday. And so, I mean, if you're gaining that knowledge, however you are, if you're asking questions, working with mentors, I mean, me personally, I like talking to a lot of different people to learn about their experiences and learn from shared experiences.
Right.
I think that's a great avenue to do that from. And that's why, I reflect back on being in college. You're in an environment that you can ask a lot of those questions from, professors or mentors or whoever else is in the room.
Right.
So taking that, even when you're starting your career, like early on, I did have a mentor that I wanted to ask questions about because I saw myself going to a certain level and I wanted to achieve something. And so I started, a friend of mine, Gary Rabine, always says, sponging off of people. And I love that quote because that's what you're kind of doing when you're asking for help, and you're doing all that as well.
And through all your mentors and mentorship, I know a lot of that vocab is really thrown out nowadays, a lot of mentors, and try to find your best mentor. When you're seeking a mentor, what's some key advice you would give to kids that are trying to look for some leadership about the mentor they're approaching?
So I'll give a shared experience from my background. So when I first got out of college, I didn't know specifically what I wanted to do. And I think, once that chapter of my life was over, it just kind of felt like you were free. I didn't have to do the schooling side anymore. But then it also was a little scary because I didn't really know what direct career path I had.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a mentor of mine. That was my first. I've had a lot of mentors over the years too, even in high school and in grammar school as well. But I knew the route that I wanted to go with in my career. So I had someone luckily that I got introduced to that I saw very successful in the field that I wanted to achieve and work within. And it was nice that I got a chance to ask him a lot of questions, learn from him, find out from his successes and failures, get his shared experience.
Right.
And I was always careful not to ask for his advice per se, because each of us had completely different backgrounds. And so how he took his professional journey would be totally different on how I would have taken my journey too. But just learning from what his experiences were is what was the best part about having a mentor.
Right, so learn from their experiences, not so much of what they say. And that kind of reminds me of something. I heard a quote the other day. It's like, you got to be careful who you're listening to. Do you believe you can listen to too many people?
Yeah, there's a quote, and I'll kind of clean up the language a little bit, but it says, don't take advice from people that are more messed up than you are. Because oftentimes you don't necessarily know all the other experiences and everything else that individual is going through when they're spewing out advice to you. So in my opinion, I think that if I can learn from someone's shared experiences, if they just said, hey, when I went through something similar to what you were going through, this is what I did. I think it breaks it a little bit as opposed to saying, this is what you should do. Right. Because they could be discounting everything that you're going through or all the things that you have potentially tried that you're not necessarily communicating back to them. And again, this all goes back to that whole EI side I was talking about before.
So experiences versus advice, and the thin line between.
Right.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching that last video of Vimal. He's a great personal mentor of mine and an entrepreneur. Vimal is just scratching the surface of what he will accomplish with running SmartSell.com and DealArmy.com. Go check him out right now. I'm telling you, this guy is going to break boundaries. As far as it goes, I hope you guys loved the interview as much as I did. I gained so much knowledge and wisdom and experiences, and now I can apply it to my life, and I hope you can apply it to yours. Leave a comment below or a question for next interview, and I want to know, what industry do you want to see next? I will do it, and I love you guys. Peace out, subscribe, like, share, and of course, stay mindful.